There is a violence in the human gaze that civilization tries to hide. A silent, biological calculation that happens faster than a heartbeat. Before you speak, before you offer value, before you shake a hand, you have already been judged. You are either predator or prey. You are sovereign or you are servant. If you look weak, the world does not just ignore you, it actively conspires to crush you. Machiavelli warned us 5 centuries ago. The vulgar crowd is always taken in by appearances, and the world consists chiefly of the vulgar. You have felt this. You have walked into a room and felt the temperature drop. You have seen opportunities handed to lesser men simply because they wore the skin of a king, while you were left standing at the gate. This is not bad luck. This is the brutal geometry of power. And until you master it, you are merely livestock waiting for the slaughter. Most men labor under the delusion that poverty is a number in a bank account. They are wrong. Poverty to the human animal is a scent. It is a pheromone of vulnerability that bleeds from your pores. When you look diminished, when your shoulders collapse, you trigger a kill instinct in others. You invite them to cheat you. You invite them to feed you scraps. But there is a way to hack this machine, a way to signal dominance before you possess the crown. Machiavelli called it the mask of the prince. It is the art of weaponizing your image so that reality bends to fit your appearance. But to wear this mask, you must first murder your old self. You must kill the signal that screams, "I am of no value." The world is not fair. It is efficient. The human brain is a lazy machine. It does not want to dig through the mud of your appearance to find the gold of your character. It demands a shortcut. Appearance is that shortcut. When you present yourself as unkempt or apologetic, you are handing the jury a signed confession of your worthlessness. People do not despise the poor because they lack money. They despise the poor because poverty looks like failure. It looks like a contagion. When a man looks defeated, humans flee from him as if he were infected with bad fortune. Machiavelli observed, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few feel what you are." If you look like a victim, you will be treated as a victim. Consider the horn effect. If one trait is rotting, your shoes are cracked, your posture is weak, the mind assumes the entire structure is corrupt. They assume you are lazy, stupid, and dishonest. Why? Because discipline is visible. If you cannot govern the fabric on your back, why would anyone believe you can govern a business? If you cannot maintain your own avatar, why would anyone trust you with a contract? The visual is the only proof of the internal that the world accepts. To neglect your image is to slander your own soul. You are telling the world you are worthless, and the world, being cruel and literal, believes you. There is a dark paradox in the movement of resources. Money flows to those who look like they do not need it. Walk into a bank dressed in desperation, smelling of need, and the vault slams shut. You are a risk. Now take a man who needs the money just as badly, but he enters in a tailored suit, speaking with the slow boredom of a man who has options. He does not ask, he proposes. The vault opens. Why? Because he signaled abundance. Humans associate wealth with capability and poverty with incompetence. If you look like you need help, you get contempt. If you look like you can provide help, the world throws gold at your feet. This is not vanity. This is Machiavellian pragmatism. To look poor is to signal cost. To look rich is to signal investment. Nobody wants to pay a cost. Everyone wants to make an investment. When you look formidable, you are offering an alliance. you lower the risk for others to bet on you. If a decision-maker hires a sloppy man and he fails, the decision-maker looks like a fool. But if he hires a man who looks impeccable and he fails, he is forgiven. He looked the part, they will say. Your appearance is an insurance policy for those in power. Machiavelli advised the prince to be a great simulator. If you are hungry, you must look full. If you are anxious, you must look bored. The moment they smell the blood of your need, the sharks circle. Dominance hierarchies are biological chains. Wolves, chimps, and humans, we all scan for status. When a wolf sees a limping sheep, it does not feel empathy. The limp triggers the bite. Human society is the same, only we use lawsuits and exclusion instead of teeth. When you look poor, you are limping. You are signaling you have no allies to avenge you. But if you look like a man of virtue, the predator hesitates. In that split second of hesitation, you win. You dictate the frame. Without that hesitation, the attack is inevitable. You can argue that character should matter more. You can argue with gravity as you fall from a cliff. It will not save you. Who told you appearance doesn't matter? Usually, it is the people who want to keep you in your place. It's what's inside that counts, is a lie invented to comfort the invisible. Your interior is the product. Your exterior is the marketing. You can have a cure for cancer, but if you wrap it in garbage, nobody will buy it. Marketing is respect. If you value your mind, why house it in a ruin? To dress and carry yourself poorly is an act of self-disrespect. The world is a mirror. Treat yourself like a discount item, and the world will bargain with you. Treat yourself like a rare artifact, and the world will fear touching you with dirty hands. There is a spiritual dimension to this. When you sharpen your appearance, you sharpen your mind. The discipline of the exterior bleeds into the interior. Put on the armor of a suit. Stand with the spine of a general. Watch how your thoughts change. You stop apologizing for your existence. The mask becomes the face. We do not wait to feel confident to look good. We look good to become confident. The serf waits for the feeling. The sovereign constructs the feeling through action. Every morning you cast yourself in a movie. Are you the extra, the victim, or are you the architect? The wardrobe is in your hands, yet so many choose the costume of the beggar. It goes deeper than clothes. It is in the eyes. The poverty gaze is a look of constant apology. Breaking eye contact first, shrinking when you walk through a door. These are the behaviors of a slave. You can put a king in rags, but if he keeps the royal gaze, the steady, unblinking assessment of his surroundings, he looks like a god in exile. Machiavelli notes that the lion does not need to roar. He simply needs to be present. When you look poor, you are hyperactive. You explain too much. You smile too much. You try to please. This is the stench of scarcity. Power is still. When you are comfortable with silence, you signal wealth. You must kill the serf inside you. As long as that serf breathes, no amount of money will save you. This is why lottery winners go broke. They bought the things, but kept the soul of the poor. The loudest signal of poverty is noise. The poor man babbles. He fears silence because he fears judgment. He tells you his debts, his pains, his weaknesses. He hands his enemies the ammunition to destroy him. Strategic silence is the weapon of the prince. The tiger does not announce its presence until it strikes. When you are silent, you become a blank canvas. People project their fantasies onto you. They assume you know something they don't. By saying nothing, you force them to perform for you. And looking poor is rarely about the brand of your clothes. It is about the maintenance of your reality. A man in a cheap, crisp white shirt looks wealthier than a man in a stained designer hoodie. Discipline costs nothing. Polishing shoes costs time. Ironing a shirt costs will. When you are unkempt, you signal entropy. You signal that you cannot control the chaos of your own life. And if you cannot control your own entropy, you cannot lead men. The wealthy look clean. It signals they are removed from the grime of the struggle. A cracked phone screen is a screaming siren of poverty. It says, "I live with broken things." Do not live with broken things. It damages your psyche. Fix it or hide it. Machiavelli taught the prince must appear upright. You are the director. Crop out the garbage. Finally, the hardest truth, the company you keep. You are the average of the 5 people you are seen with. If you walk with hyenas, no one will mistake you for a lion. This is cruel, but necessary. If you want to rise, you must understand optics. When you are seen with the successful, the halo effect transfers to you. On the battlefield of success, you must walk with warriors. If you bring a jester to the war council, you will not be taken seriously. Audit your circle. Who makes you look like a leader? Who makes you look like a tragedy? Distance yourself from the visual drag. When you remove every signal of poverty, a strange paradox occurs. You stop being poor. It is not magic, it is mechanics. When you dress with power, you are treated with respect. When treated with respect, you gain opportunities. The mask summons the face. You look in the mirror and see a contender. You take risks. You negotiate with iron. You hack your own serotonin system. The fake exterior reconstructs the real interior. By refusing to look poor, you reject the script that says you are destined to struggle. You declare you are destined for the throne. And the world, desperate for strength, bows. It opens the doors it kept locked. Machiavelli was right. Give them a vision of greatness. Do not wait for the gold to arrive to polish the crown. Wear the crown now. The gold will follow the king. But if you stay in the rags, waiting for permission, you will die in them. The choice is yours. The judgment is coming every second. Will they see a victim or will they see a master? You now understand the law, but execution is the abyss where most men fall. There are specific techniques to manipulate perception that are too dangerous for this open platform. Psychological triggers that can make a giant kneel. If this opened your eyes, understand this is only the surface. There are videos I cannot upload here. Aspects of dark psychology the algorithm suppresses. Those exist behind the join button. If you are still here, you are not like the herd. Subscribe if you haven't, but if you want what is hidden, click join and step into the architect level. Most won't. That's the point. Welcome to the dark.